What's up? What's up? I'm Dustin Corbett, your host of the new podcast, 2 Steps Ahead. Episode 1, coming at you. Man, has this been a long time coming. Jesus Christmas. We've been thinking about this and talking about this for probably months now. Hardest part about a lot of things is just starting them. And that's got a lot to do with almost anything in the world, but more specifically, something that's a little different, change, whether it's in business or your personal life. If you're going to kind of turn something upside down on its head, starting that new process is extremely difficult for a lot of people, including myself. So we started it. We said, F this, let's just do it. And here we are. 2 Steps Ahead's got a particular meaning that we will get into here. But really, the main point of this whole thing is that we are real. I am real. I am living what I will speak about. I am not making shit up. I am a general manager of a Toyota store in upstate New York. We also have Kia in our building, so we have a dual franchise currently. Soon to be split apart. We're building a new Toyota store just about a quarter mile down the road. That will be coming within 12 months, hopefully. Emily Osborne, somewhat of a co-host behind the scenes, majority doing some editing and things, has partnered up with me for this 2 Steps Ahead podcast. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with the editing portion, so she is my homie, and she will be taking care of that, and I would love to get her on here more often than not, but that's not necessarily her cup of tea, so to speak, so we're going to get her here whenever we can. But she is certainly as involved as anybody, so for those of you that don't know her or myself, predominantly on LinkedIn, please reach out. Like I said, there's a lot of good out there in the world. There's a lot of phenomenal podcasts, content creators in almost any business. What we will specifically dive into is automotive, retail, sales, business as a whole. Leadership is obviously a huge deal. Emily is the marketing director for the auto group that we're in, so she will certainly shed some light on a lot of that, which is a hot topic nowadays, I think more so than ever. Pros and cons and ups and downs to that shit. But really, we're bringing you truth because we're living it. We do it every day. We live it every day. We breathe this shit all the time. There's a lot of people out there that are doing very good for the industries that they are in and shedding knowledge and thought-provoking topics, which is phenomenal. I myself pay attention to a handful to 20 or so people, a little bit more than a handful, but probably around 20 people on social media and their podcasts who I listen to religiously that bring up a lot of good and real-life topics. Now, for every one of those, there's probably 15 to 20 momos that are bringing content, talking shit about things, and they're full of nothing but malarkey because they don't do it, they don't live it, they don't breathe it. They're full of shit. What you will get from myself, I'm going to speak for myself only here, not Emily. What you're going to get from me is real world. I'm no BS. I don't like to beat around the bush. What's real is real, and we're living it. So that's what you're getting from us. The idea behind 2 Steps Ahead, and first of all, I want to thank anybody and everybody that's listening to this now. You are much appreciated. Shit, I love you already. I hope you subscribe to our podcast, 2 Steps Ahead. We're going to be throwing it out to many different platforms, as many as we can. Again, that's Emily's thing. Don't tell her, but she's on top of that. And we want to come at you, the plan at least, is weekly, at least, and shorter segments, 10, 12 minutes, I think, is plenty. Will we break that mold every now and again? Absolutely. When we're coming up with some hot topics, you will see me and hear me go on some complete fucking rants, but that's how I live. I am energetic. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and when I get going, for everyone that does know me, oh boy, better watch out. I got a lot to say. And that's why we started this. We think we have good ideas. We think we're doing a really, really good job with our people and our business. Are we great? Absolutely not. Are we perfect? Hell no. We are learning every day. And for those that will listen, We appreciate you, and we're hoping that you can take something from myself and Emily and our best practices and put that into your lives, whether it's business or leadership aspects. Listen, I can't talk for many businesses other than automotive, but I can speak for leadership and managing people in departments and buildings and businesses. So I'm hoping that someone will be able to take something out of what we talk and speak and giveth from here on out. So that being said, 2 steps ahead. Okay. Basically, where this is deriving from is that I feel, and I've always done this in my career, is that we need to garner experience and keep each and every experience, each and every doing that happens to us on a daily basis, and remember. My boy Sandy Cerami, hashtag write that shit down, WTSD. Write things down. Do not forget. And what that will do for you, if you remember each and every scenario, or as many as you possibly can, I should say, then you will be more equipped for when that situation rears its fucking head again to be 2 steps ahead of that situation. We need to take our experiences to better suit ourselves in the upcoming experiences, if that makes any sense. With our people, with our customers, with our clients, with our monies spent or not spent, we need to prepare ourselves in a level that we will not be shaken whatever gets thrown our way, mainly in business. And if we're always doing that, then we should always have a reflex, a response, an answer for anything that comes up that might not be in our favor. And that's how we want to live. That's how I want to live. That's how I live every single day. So being 2 steps ahead, 2 steps ahead of each and every situation that's going to make its way to the forefront, we're going to be better suited. Now listen, I'm not unreasonable. I'm not an idiot. I realize that not every single thing that can possibly happen on a daily basis will you have an answer for. But the point is, the more that we do, the better off we'll be. So we have to remember. We have to soak everything in. We can always have to, make our decisions with empathy, especially for our own people and our employees and our team members, because we have to make decisions with our eyes wide open. Every decision we make, especially with our employees, is going to affect our employees one way or the other, good, bad, indifferent. But when we make a decision, we need to know the repercussions of that decision to everybody that is involved. And that's how we need to make our decision. We do not make a decision based on us and us only. That's not going to create a good culture within our people. That's stupid. Now, if we make decisions based solely on the employee and it's going to harm the business catastrophically, well, that's stupid too. But if we create a culture that allows every employee to understand that the decisions that we make are as fair as we can possibly make them, and that we have everyone in mind when we're making the decision, both the business, ourselves, and our employees, then they are going to respect the decisions that we make. Now, here's the thing. You can't do this once. You can't do this for a week's time either. This has to be consistent and persistent, and we cannot waver from this thought process. Every day we're forced as managers, as leaders, as general managers, as CEOs, as owners, principal, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. We are faced with decisions every day, and every decision that we make has an effect on our people. And without our people, we are terrible. I don't care how good you are. You are not good, specifically in the automotive world. You are no good without your people. And that's how every decision has to be made. Not just to say it, but to truly feel it, own it, and believe it. And there are the principles behind Two Steps Ahead. That wraps up episode 1 of the new podcast, Two Steps Ahead. Thank you for hanging out with us, giving us a few minutes of your time, allowing us to explain the reasoning and the idea behind our new podcast. And next week, when we come back at you, we'll have some in-depth topic talk, and we'll really kick it off. So again, thank you so much for taking some time and spending that with us. I know you all have busy days. So thank you, Emily Osborne. Also, and you can find us on all of the links below, Instagram, LinkedIn, our website, and all the mediums to where these podcasts will be sent. Please subscribe if you liked anything. We enjoy hanging out with you, and we'll see you soon. Until then, good vibes.